Hello everybody, Carolina Tony coming to you today from Maggie Valley, North Carolina, and I am here at the Wheels Through Time Museum. Over my back here is a 1913 Henderson. That's a mighty old motorcycle. And this place is filled with motorcycles and some other motorized vehicles. And we're going to take a look at them, but right after this station identification. Wow, look at this old coin operated motorcycle for your kids. Here at the Wheels Through Time Museum, there is just so much. You could spend hours in here. This little corner here they have tucked away is dedicated to military motorcycles. That looks like somebody's leg. This is called a 1914 Kelm and Burbage portable steel bike house. As motorcycles became more popular, bikers realized the need to have somewhere to put their bike. And this thing sold between $30 and $40 back in 1914. Okay, this is a three-wheel Harley-Davidson motorcycle. It's a 1941, was made for the Canadian Army, and it's shaft-driven. This is one of the first ATVs in the world, and when I mean one of the first, this was one of only 17 made, and this was number one. According to the serial number, this was the very first three-wheeled motorcycle made by Harley-Davidson. How cool is that? Here is a barn full of choppers. And some more really old motorcycles. And most of these motorcycles still run. It's called a Woolly Bullet. They had this thing set up just like all these motorcycles are just stored in a barn. Here are some old motorcycle racing helmets made from leather.
Nice to meet you both. I'm John. Nice to meet you, John. Less than 2 months ago, Jerry and Rosie brought me boxes of parts they bought at the estate sale for $500. They had no idea.
Here's an old motorcycle shop. Let's go in. This is called the George Swim Cycle Shop. These motorcycles here are race motorcycles that were made to race on board tracks. Here's another old motorcycle shop. A 1916 big valve Excelsior racing motorcycle. And look, now you're going to think I'm pulling your leg, but this is a 1927 Miller Lite airplane powered by a 1927 motorcycle engine built by Wilson Miller while in high school in 1927. These are hill climbing motorcycles. Between 1923 and 1949, Harley Davidson, Indian, and Excelsior, they all fought for the national hill climbing championships. Here's a more modern version of a hill climb motorcycle, still using those chains, powered by Harley Davidson 750 engine. Look at this old 1928 Harley Davidson with a sidecar. It's got a cover on it, kind of reminds you of a carriage. Here is an ice sled covered in canvas, powered by a motorcycle engine with a prop on the back. Someone has taken a bicycle, and the bicycle pump is still on there to pump the tires up, and they've added an engine. Even an old car. Here is a collection of hand-built Harley Davidson powered garden tillers. Unique. This is a 1915 Harley Davidson powered ice saw. Here's a 1931 Harley Davidson Worthington grass cutter. Not exactly sure how that worked. All of these are things that people made themselves. This is a Davis Motor minecart. It was found in an abandoned gold mine in Northern California in the late 1970s. The Davis Motor minecart is a home-built creation using most of a 1926 Harley Davidson 21 cubic inch B model motorcycle engine. This is thought to be one of the very first jet skis, powered by a 1925 Harley Davidson water-cooled engine fixed to a surfboard. You'd actually stand on this surfboard and hold this rope and stand right here behind the engine. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Otto Kahn owned this cycle car, and it was built, I believe, in 1929, the Roaring 20s. But he being a money mogul then, and everybody can relate to the game Monopoly. This is considered the Monopoly car. That it inspired the game piece.
Yeah, so Otto Kahn is the guy with the top hat and the monocle.
It is.
But this was his car.
It was.
Wow. Yes. This is one of the first snowmobiles. Was made by Indian Motorcycles. A 1939 MWA. This was an experimental prototype. This is a car that was designed in 1950. Futuristic looking. 3 wheels. 1973 electric line. His name is Dave. The early motorcycle helmets were helmets that were used by aviators during World War I, World War II, as well as some of the gloves. My motorcycle is a 2012 Harley-Davidson FL HTK. This here is its early predecessor, 1972 FLH. Quite a bit of difference. Okay, hope you've enjoyed our trip to the Wheels Through Time Museum. Been really interesting, learned a whole lot, hope you did too. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to go down here and click subscribe. After that, ring the bell so you'll be notified every time we put a video out. But for now, y'all have a good day.